with me recently finding that I'm struggling to support reform. My options to look at other parties or movements is continuing. So I've seen and looked into Advance UK, I've looked into Restore Britain, and now I'm going to have a look at UKIP and see what they're about, their missions, their statements, and their leader. Stay tuned. Hello Envy UK, Pete here, welcome back, and let's get right into it. So, looking at UKIP, I went straight to their About section to see what they're about, and this is pretty much it. UKIP was founded in September 93. Fundamental purpose was to campaign for Britain to leave the EU, the European Union, and restore Britain's former status as an independent, democratic, sovereign nation. Now it goes on to say in italic writing, despite a referendum of 2016, that job is far from done and our independence is under continual attack from communism, Marxism, and globalism. So, we're going to take a look throughout the remainder of this video of some of the missions, have a look around what some of their manifesto policy statements are, and also check out some VT, some video clips of Nick and of some things that I thought were pretty interesting. So if you want to join me for that, hang around. If you already know about UKIP, no problem. Maybe check out one of my other videos, but I appreciate you tuning in and having a look nevertheless. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, do subscribe, like, comment, share, do whatever you need to do. I don't know, I feel like I've got to say that now and again. But let's get into it. So Nick Tanconi is the leader of UKIP. He was the interim leader from June last year, 24, right up until March this year, where he became the full leader of the UKIP party, the United Kingdom Independence Party, a political movement, a political party even. So the one thing that I like about Nick, from what I've researched and what I've seen, is he has literally like watermelons, I'm telling you. Because some of the things that he does, or some of the activities he's indulged in, wow. He, you know, I've been to war, and the guy's got some confidence, let's say. Very good. So if you're staunch, you know, and you are like non-compromising, I think that this could be a place for you. So if we take a look at the website homepage here, boom, yep, right there on the homepage, it says what they're about, clear as day, why UKIP, British culture comes first, and then their missions. So you'll have a great idea from the, you know, and the same with Restore Britain, the same with Advance UK. They have strong opening captions and statements on their homepage. They've got nothing to hide. They are really behind their values, which is good to see. You would expect that, really, wouldn't you? Anyway, so it says here their missions. So let's check out their missions. So we've got the first mission. You got the first mission, extremism. They want to deplete extremism, of course. Then you've got immigration, freeze immigration for 5 years, deploy the military in the Channel, end and remove a radical Islamism from Britain. Liberalism, godliness is basically their view is this is the cause, the root that leads to broken homes, narcissism, ignorance, and whatever else. Next policy, the fifth policy, corporatism and net zero. Get rid of all of that. And then finally, Christianity and Britain first. Christian values, British people, British agriculture, British business first above all else. So they are really rooting for the homeland. They don't want any outsider influence, and they're right. If you think about this logically, if we had to pull up the drawbridge and say no flights, no trains in or out of the country, that is, everything within the country keeps working. As an island, we are self-sufficient. We have farmers, we have oil, and we have gas. We have natural shale gas, fracking. We have resource, steel, building materials. We can produce things here. We always have done. We just found it's cheaper and less tax and more tax efficient to offshore it. So we can survive. And that's what they're trying to highlight, is that we don't need, or sorry, they don't need, I'm like talking like I'm in the UKIP party. I'm not a member of any party at the moment. So I'm just weighing up my options of where to hang my hat maybe. Perhaps you could let me know in the comments what your thoughts are in regards to UKIP in particular, and what your thoughts are if you support a party like Advance UK or Restore Britain, the movement, or Reform, or the Conservatives, or whoever it may be, why you support them and why they're different to UKIP. So that would be an interesting thing to think about there. So let's get into it. Right, so as you've noticed here for the last minute, you've seen this page thing scrolling up and down. Well, that's me scrolling down 68 pages of the UKIP manifesto. It's incredible. 68 pages. And then just next to that, they've got their Christianity policy, which is 9 pages long. And it's small writing as well, so it's extra long. If you were an activist, or if you were motivated to go and protest, and it's your legal, peaceful, democratic right to go out and peacefully protest and either silently or vocally say your thing without trying to incite any kind of retaliation, or, there's a difference between protesting and there's a difference between being an outright and utter toe rag that's really rude and obnoxious. We don't do that. We're better than that. We can say our thing without, lowering ourselves to the far left's approach, which is call everyone a Nazi. Can't do that. So UKIP often go out on the circuit, as you can see here. It gives you on their X page a list of the forthcoming events or demonstrations that they're going to go and protest at into the future. And if you notice, the majority of them are in the north. So it's not a southern-northern divide. But if you remember back a couple of few videos that I did, I give you the statistics on the migrant hotel. That's right, the migrant hotels and their future. I gave you the statistics of where the migrants are being dished out to. And the northwest was, by a country mile, taking in the most. So yes, so the UKIP is going to go and support people around the north where it's being affected the most statistically. And if you can't get up north, but you do want to show support, on their YouTube channel, as you can see here, they record all of their outings and all of their things that they want to talk about. So you can not, if you can't make it, if you're ill or you can't travel, you can still see it, what's happened, and have the confidence that out there people are making a noise and people are talking the right way about trying to end definitely illegal migration and actually slim down, like virtually none, legal migration. Because 800 people come last year legally. Seriously, I think there's 1.2 million in Birmingham. So it's like 2/3 of Birmingham rocking up every year. Have you tried driving in Birmingham recently? And then you get 2/3 more turning up. Unbelievable. So anyway, there you go. Right, so as I said at the start, I show you some VT. Now Nick has got some massive kahunas. This, I don't know. I'm laughing because what I'm about to show you is he goes to Calais and he confronts the migrants. Well, he doesn't. He just tells them what he thinks through a megaphone. But the absolutely insane behaviour of it is that these guys carry guns, knives, broken bottles, whatever they can get, asps, and they're going to stick it to you. So, you might have a couple of guys security, but if 30 of them mob you, you are absolute toast. They don't care. They don't care because they wouldn't be breaking into our country illegally otherwise, would they? So anyway, roll the clip.
You are not welcome in Great Britain. You are not welcome. I don't care how far you've travelled, you are not welcome in Great Britain. And you will be made to feel unwelcome.
You don't allow to make camera here.
Yeah, we're filming you.
Talk with you. It is.
Shut up. We're filming you. We're filming all of you. We're filming you. We're filming you. We're filming all of you. You are not welcome in Britain. Don't tell me who do you think you're talking to. I can't film you. You're all being filmed. This is all going to British intelligence.
Did you see what I mean? That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, that video, UKIP Goes to Calais, is on their YouTube channel. It's about 25 minutes long. But watch it because he confronts a lot of the NGOs. He confronts a lot of other people. And there is absolutely nothing, no answer for it. There you go. So that's UKIP. That's sort of touching on their missions, what they're about a little bit, how you can find them, where they're going to be, the ability to see what they've done, so you can make an informed decision like I can on whether that works for me or not. I'm going to read the manifesto. It's quite lengthy at 68 pages, so it's going to take some doing, but ultimately just scratching the surface like I have done with Restore Britain and Advance UK without going right deep into their existence, because we'll be here for an hour otherwise, and that's way too long. And if I find anything that I feel is a little bit out there, I'll report it through to you. But yeah, so what I'll do, like the others that have gone before, I'll give Nick Tanconi a moment to introduce himself and just say a little bit about what his plans are, who he is, where he's come from, what his plans are. So always best when you get the guy saying it from the horse's mouth, and then you can follow on from here and do your research. I've done a bit. I've got enough. I know I've seen and known enough now to know maybe where I'm standing with these against the other parties. I think the two parties in the movement, to be factually correct, are floating a similar message, but with just some slight tweaks. So it's very different. It's very difficult. I mean, I'm sure the three groups would say that they're completely chalk and cheese, but from what I can see so far, very similar. Anyway, I'll leave you with Nick, and as always, he'll play out the end, and then I'll speak to you soon on the next one. That's Pete from MV UK. Take care.
My name is Nick Tanconi. I'm a small business owner and Chief Operations Officer of Turning Point UK. I found myself politically homeless and withdrawing my membership and candidacy from the Conservative Party once it was made known to me that left-wing activists had launched a continual and unrelenting smear campaign against my character, and it was made very clear to me progress within the party was not going to be viable. My crime? I was a Conservative. We have been betrayed by our leaders and our corrupt two-party system, and I say we have the right to defend ourselves from foreign and domestic threats. We will crush communism. We will provide the antidote for the woke mind virus. We will address absent fathers and the breakdown of the family unit within society. We will scrap net zero. We will put Christianity first, and we will confront and remove radical Islam and Islamic extremism. I say to you, future, family, food. The future will have no infighting, no negativity, no fracturing or partisan politics. We will unite under common sense. I say to you, family, because it is the bedrock of a healthy, functioning society. And I say to you, food, because we all have the same common goal, to provide for our families and to put food on the table. Strong, fearless leadership is what is missing and is what is required to save Britain. And I can assure you that duty will be at the front of UKIP's leadership.